Hey everybody, it's Mr. Fancy Cat here. Guys look weird. Okay, never mind. I'll sit up straight. Fine. We are playing a horror game called The Letter. See? I'm not lying. Supposedly visual novel. Multiple endings. Sounds fun. Yeah, sounds fun. So we're gonna have a new game. Okay, this is an actual horror game. Never mind. The Ohmigod Mansion. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde of Luxbourne, humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hands of the Great Plague. Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion has stood since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited, and that's when it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the nights, and hearsay a mysterious woman roaming the hollowed halls aimlessly. People who dared enter its walls were simply never heard of again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend, and its curse still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth, they had Briar Reality Corporation place the property back on sale. Like Pandora's box, the secrets that lie inside await to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. Good luck. Isabella.
Hello?
Isabella?
Are you there? Where are you?
I'm nowhere. Don't talk to me.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter? What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late.
I'm wiggling my waggle finger at you. You don't talk to me like that.
Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised.
Oh.
Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out. Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously. I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless. Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there. I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this.
So you want to live in a haunted mansion? Great!
It really takes my breath away. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted. Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real.
He even does a thing. Wiggly
They
thing.
are, which they are not. They can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits. You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
I think she's talking about me.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch. Believe it or not, it's better to be careful. Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa. And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one.
I can feel
One
it.
time, Isabella. Loosen up. Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own. Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon. Okay, see you. Bye.
She hangs up before I can respond. Rose, still charming as
Who is
ever.
that? Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started? You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today is sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Oh wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about? Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living. What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character.
Stop talking about me
No
like that.
offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it.
Getting that moolah. I know.
Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier.
I'm trying to make it so that.
They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I have to keep myself from growing out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect when she has that
Becca,
expression.
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
Well, instant noodles are delicious.
Stop eating junk. They're cheap, but they're not good for you. You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
You're not my mom.
you're not my mom.
I didn't say I am.
Nope, but you're acting like one. You don't need to boss me around all the time.
Exactly. I'm wiggling my waggle finger at that one.
I'm not bossing you around. I'm just telling you to at least mind what you're eating.
Alright, mind what I'm
Remember what
eating.
happened last year? You ended up bedridden for 2 weeks after eating something bad. And I ended up having to listen to you cry about how those absences would take a huge chunk out of your paycheck. Do you want that to happen again?
No, Mom.
Only a loud, frustrated sigh comes from her while she pinches the bridge of her nose, like these a headache starting to form. I bite my lip to keeping myself from laughing out loud at the image she makes. When she looks up, she's simply carrying a resigned expression on her
I'm
face.
serious.
Not my mom, Rebecca.
Maria Isabella Grace.
Shut my mouth. Though I know she's not really angry, I don't want to push it. Angry Rebecca is not something I wanted to cross paths in my lifetime. Seeing it happen, it wasn't pretty.
I'll stop.
Grumble, but she doesn't seem to care much, only giving me a small acknowledgement.
Look, if you need anything, tell me and I'll help in any way I can. You don't have to do this alone.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
Oh. I don't want to lose friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movement keeps something.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
You bet.
Well, she returns to her desk and begins sifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Or trying, at least. She doesn't seem too attentive on whatever's on the page. So she heard my thoughts. Becca starts coughing heavily and hastily goes to her mouth to stifle the sounds. This is precisely why I followed her. For someone who makes a habit out of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
You sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
She's had a couple for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. Despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it may.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Shy. Why do I even bother? There's no stopping her when she has decided on something. I pull out the same bottle of medicine she left her. She looks at it warily when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is the one thing I'm not letting her have.
Alright, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another glance at the clock. It takes a sign to finally end the conversation in my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently everyone in Look's born city knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of its name is enough to for the locals to give you a cautious sidelong glances. I learned that the hard way the first time I commuted here, and it only boosted my relief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of it being renovated and placed back on the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. This place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the buildings shriek in the distance. We'll get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life has ways of messing up like that. Halfway through the reading papers, my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, neatly tucking it between my ear and shoulder. It's probably just Rose.
Rose?
Guess again.
Ash.
Bingo.
Who the heck is
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time to get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village. I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles and can't help rolling my eyes.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Oh my God. That. Oh my God.
Whatever. Bye.
Stupid. Always teasing me whenever he sees a chance. I'll show him who's tough. Oh God, that pun was great. It takes a few moments more until I finally reach the infamous match chain. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. Despite all this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. Uh-oh. Certain areas are unusually quiet, and the only rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. While Anselm Village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps the fear of the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
Planning to go inside that place, Missy?
The voice makes me jump out of my skin. Completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. Beat passes where I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. But lately it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out and promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. I expected him to leave as soon as he paid, but there's a hesitant expression on me as if something hasn't been said yet.
Something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace. And I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house. Doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives off after, but what he said is left a foreboding in my gut. Breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyway. If I want to get that bonus and commission one way or another, I've got to sell this property. You could say, "Hey, ghost hunters, look at this." Door's ajar when I get to it. However, while my own copy of the keys dangle uselessly in my hand, Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never noticed someone careless. It's the ghost! Oh. No. No. Entering what greets me inside leaves me gaping. They've cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and made it spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. No matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever, as though it's going to eat you alive. Don't say that. Never say that in a horror game, book, movie, thing. No idea. If you ask me, they should have just listened to what other people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Some things in the world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever
Rose?
again. I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly throughout the hallways. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. I reach out my phone and dial her number, but...
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
Don't. What do you mean she has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she was eaten by the house, right? No, you. Sorry. Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away, right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper in the house and lost signal or something. I don't know. I'm hoping they
The
called.
number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
Please don't. But to no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about
Rose?
this.
If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't gonna work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. See, that's what a horror movie character would say. This is a horror game. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. I know something
What
about...
the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh? Fine. I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's gone. Connect my con. Come on, please give me something. Please, Lord. Yes, finally.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
Doesn't respond. There's also heavy cassette coming from her side. So I'm really hoping it doesn't cut off again before I get the answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the attack eventually starts to quiet down. And
What? The attic? Why?
that noise. Crap. It got cut off. And do I really need to go there? Shut up. How deep in the mansion is the attic is? There's barely any signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Of all places, she just has to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place. Of course, because is she doing this to get at me, back at me for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. So I meet up with her, the sooner I'll feel about going there. Carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact I've chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. I don't like that. Definitely, there are two attics here, one on each side. The east one's been converted into a large storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never did like going in stuffy storage rooms, so I head towards the west wing first. A simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens to a small room. So there's another step of steps leading to a small attic. Unlike the grand staircase, though, stairs to the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones and covered with a thick coating of dust, and that kicks up into the air with every step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the lighting in the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. How old the place is, there are no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why haven't they bothered to add one here when they renovated? It escapes me. Sheesh, they did it with the rest of the house. Small bedroom welcomes me at the end. Exactly the time I've been here, full of dust, worn out, faded by time. Odd, I thought. They cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? My cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I miss her? No, it couldn't have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of the state is doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. And I'm sure she said she's here. Is this a prank? Maybe that phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Ugh, shut up, Brain, you're not helping. Don't make us scared than it already is. But if she's not here, then where is she? The hell is that? So I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. We must bang the spirits living here. I know the service mansion was a bad idea right from the start. Nobody listened. Be freaking realistic, they said. They think I'm cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs, I've always strived to be a model employee, but not this time, no. I'm turning back for the sake of my sanity. Brighter reality can find another who's more freaking realistic. The two are people around this haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last of the group, just to check.
What's this?
My words about Rose to wear amongst them make me miss it when I first entered the room. But it's clear something on the floor. Looks like... I don't know if it worked, just a couple. Out of sheer curiosity, I leaned down. Strange. I don't recall seeing this the last time I was here. A few days back, me and the other agents expected the mansion to prepare for the day. I'd been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been there before. Someone who must have left this room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? Couldn't have missed her, though. There's only one set of stairs leading to the attic. This letter isn't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough, I'm worried if it'll fall apart if I so much as touch it. But with great care, I open it, and what I read shakes me to the core.
What? Oh my God.
Nothing but the words, "Help me," fill the page. All of it seemingly written with a crimson-shaded pen. Or blood. I gulp. Same phrase just goes on until...
Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what? Or else what?
As quickly as I can, I scan the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make I'm not missing a second sheet, but there's nothing.
Oh, please, no.
My hands tremble as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Pulling the paper in half, the sight that greets me frozen on the spot. Pair of blood-soaked feet enters my vision, covering the gaping wounds with skinny and real fresh bone and all manner of things one isn't meant to see. It's too much. All of it is too much. I want to cry, call for help. The words catch in my throat. Even my feet won't move, completely paralyzed out of terror. I shut my eyes tight, muttering fervent praise under my bed.
Our Father, who art in heaven,
parents taught me as a child, but my mama and papa slip out endlessly through my teeth. Because God, oh God, if you listen to any of these players, please listen to this one. God doesn't listen, at least I won't see the thing that kills me a cold comfort. I wait. And I wait some more. Nothing happens, I dare to take a peek. Only to find that the ghost, the thing, whatever it is, gone. Leaf watches me as I shakily get up to my feet and back away towards the door. As you open, I slip out with a second time and make a run for it, down the stairs and into the hallway. I take a look back to make sure it isn't behind me. Any other person might have stopped, dismissed as a trick of the light, an overactive imagination. But I am not taking any chances. I am not giving that another thing, a chance to get that thing off my guard. I think I'll ever feel safe until I get out of here. Whatever that thing is, every warning bell in my mind is telling me that it's going to jump out at any moment and get me while I'm still in this place.
I told them! I freaking told them! Oh man, oh man, oh man!
Raising down the stairs, a breathy laugh escapes me. And my shoe slips and I find myself falling until my back hits the ground. Say, no. First thing I see before are these feet before it's darkness. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. So I should have looked at the thing. I think she just died. So, from looking at this, we have a photographer. The lady that I just accidentally killed. The teacher. Ash. The funny man. Whoever the heck that is, whoever the heck that is, and whoever the heck that is. So, holy crap. That was insane. Nope, it's happening right now. I'll check. No, I don't want. A buzz breaks the silence. I start to rouse, pulled into consciousness against my own will. I've never felt this tired before. I just want to sleep, but the insistent buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old mattress may not be the comfiest places, but that doesn't make me any more eager to wake.
5 more minutes, Becca.
I saw away. I was nudging persistently at my side. Come on. Can I just get some extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. Gently touched my cheek and something cold as something pressed at the back of my hand. The icy sensation slowly spreads out the air and gave me an uncomfortable feeling. Fog immediately lifts from my mind the moment I recognize the voice. My eyes snap open. They're looking down at me is Rose. Another woman lawyers beside her. My attention is too focused on my co-agent. Even ask whether there's someone else with her. Rose pauses and screams worry, although she's keeping a straight face, or trying at least 1 second. Scares giving us or trying at least. Well, wow, okay. Anyway, that's a good place to leave it. Holy cow. Wow. That was awesome. I will play it at least until it won't let me play anymore. I hope you leave a like if you enjoyed it. Yeah, that happened. So, leave a like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, please, so I don't make me torture myself in vain. Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna sleep for the next 5 days. Bye. Please help.